God always works through relationships. It's incredible to see how God brings people together for His timing, His way, and His purposes. Back in 1999, I had a chance to meet with Becky Conselman. She was on staff with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Pennsylvania. I was on staff with Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Virginia. And we met at a regional meeting and found out that she was a professional cyclist and I was a professional lacrosse player. And we had this common bond of being professional athletes. As we began to share kind of how we wanted to use that platform for Christ and develop local ministry, we became quick friends. I remember in the early 2012, she called me and said, Dan, I want to start a ministry just for this community of CrossFit.
So as I was competing throughout the games and God's just constantly just burdening my heart for this community, I thought, what would this look like to have a ministry where people could come to know how awesome the Lord is?
When Becky passed away, all of our hearts grieved. And as I stayed in touch with Jim for the last 4 years in processing and seeing how Faith RX was doing, we prayed for them and seeing how we could help and began to walk with them in the middle of that transition. Well, when I started a brand new ministry this past year in August of 2024 called SportsLife Leadership, one of the first people that called was Jim Conselman. He called me and said, Dan, how can Faith RX and SportsLife Leadership work together? What does it look like possibly to partner? And I said, Jim, I have no idea. We're starting this brand new ministry. Well, over this next several months, we began to think and pray and talk, and little did we know that in the first part, the quarter of 2025, the beginning of 2025, that it led those conversations and those prayers and those discussions to Faith RX board voting to join with SportsLife Leadership. Amazing how God works through relationships. All the way back to 1999 when I first met Becky. Little would we know how God will bring full circle this opportunity to join up with Faith RX and SportsLife Leadership, who we come with over 100 years of sports ministry experience to provide leadership into structure and organization, opportunity for resource growth. And we want to see the CrossFit world reach for Christ. And by joining together, we have a great opportunity to provide world-class, Christ-centered training, resources, and programs. We want to train the heart, resource the hands, and mobilize the feet into programs, events, and outreaches so that everyone can hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. We are so thankful that Faith RX and SportsLife are coming together and joining as one.